day for all in the world for mother people. Okay. Um, God bless you all, mother. We thank you so much about the Bible and the teaching us and the telling the right thing and how we had to follow and how we had to be learn so many things about this. Okay, here is the today I want to read for you about the Proverbs chapter 31, so verse 20 and then 23 and verse 25. Okay, little bit about that. I want to read for you here. First, Proverbs chapter 31, verse 20 talk about she's opened her arm to the poor and extended, extended, extend her hands to the needy. I'm sorry about that for reading. Here is the we should think about this. Okay, she opened. Okay, her you know that this is a great thing. Okay, to the poor. All right. Another thing is we have to think about extends her hands to the needy. This is a both thing. We should think about carefully in our lifetime. This is a mother doing always their heart and then their work. Okay. Okay, I want to read for you about the current language a little bit here. Proverbs chapter 31 verse 20 talk about when a leg to a shadow, this is a kissing to that wallet and in yai bakala moon a giglo. The laro a sula papa naba po do you talk a susu papa papa paya po a old law there. The Dana could have more than money tama hidomala, a wetty ma tapitama tirpala, a wetty tamupulo, a wetty laro a sula pap. Pwa ba na ba pho ko dor ka de ba yu ro asusu pwa ba pho ya pho ba pho pho ya pho ko ni long. Okay, we should think about this thing and then here is the I want to read for you the related verse, only just this one. Okay, hi Solomon, thank you so much, we see you again. Here is the another one is I want to read for you about here and the Psalm chapter 41 verse 1 talk about a little bit here. Okay, 41. Blessed is he who has regards for the weak. The Lord deliver him in times of trouble. In time of trouble. Always subscribe. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you so much. We will see you all the time. Okay. Look back in your cloning, but get all the papa civil pain it, Debradile. Sit up the lucid sabutani. Poala ama papa pu ya pudo, takutini, basu well. Leta uta to a munini, yuakama puma plolo, tata ta uta to munini, yuakama puma plolo, they were dinner to. Okay, another verse is I want to read for you about the here. Okay, Proverbs chapter 19. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 17 talk about a little bit here. I want to read for you, my friends, my brother and sister. Remember this. Okay. He who is kind to the poor learns to the Lord, and he will reward him for what he has done. Okay, reward him what he has done. We should think about as you kind to the poor, right? This is learn to the Lord. This is the meaning about that. He will reward him for what he has done. We should think about. Okay, be careful in our lifetime. Now, pay up a crop at the bottom of a town with David Lamb. Catoro si qui e se sinu ne catura la padilla. Poala attacanyo. Pa po puni do lu tala yualo. Do tala amagitani yuage hikalo. Poile ama athaganyo papa pone mira dulu talak sayo. Kita nukura petinya sih kalau kesayo tebra le mia begitu malah poile hilo hilo otala papa puyapo begitu adin itu disikol. Okay, another verse. I want to talk to you. Read for you another verse here. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 28 talk about a little bit. Okay, verse 28. He who has been stealing must steal no longer, but must walk doing something useful with his own hands, that he may have something to share with those in need. Right? He who has stealing, always people stealing. This is a must steal no longer. Okay, no stealing. Okay, no more stealing. And then you know that, but must walk. Every person should be walk, and then no stealing. Okay, this is the meaning about that. We should think about it. Okay, doing something useful. You know that sometimes we do not useful. This is the meaning. With his own hands mean you know that you have to walk with your own hand. You should think about it. Okay, watch your own hand. He may have something to share with those in need. Means you work with your hand, you get something, and then you have a lot of food, and you will share to someone in need. This is a great thing. This is a Mother Day. The mother always do it. Here is, I want to read for you the Quran language. Pola ahuta mo athuta hu le tatagi akutalo ditu akihi no tala pa po puya pudo mo aklesha matagi le asu tapapaki mo aklesha matagi le asu tapapa. Dewe dinero. Okay. Lapatao mo puni pagba mara la basu do pumba hu klesha lolo patapita ma pusikolo. Here is another verse I want to read for you about the Hebrew chapter 13 verse 16 talk about a little bit. Hebrew chapter 13 verse 16. And do not forget to do good and to share with others, for with such sacrifice God is pleased. God is pleased. Remember, my friends and my brother, do not forget to do good. Okay, every time doing the good thing. Okay, do not forget. Share with other. To share with other. This is a great thing too. You know, for with such sacrifice, God is pleased. Okay. No, pero le quale tapita matemi look at lo. Libri asado de sita savrsikune pasarota magida dota hinyodani tapinori dera penny tapinori dera okay tahinyodan tapino basana kin lisoshi kolowaklo panyane allo solota kutano with a suyano agiri talu dini de pani bashwa talo talu sacrifice when talu korala luda okay luda when mita tamila. Okay, I want to read for you about another thing in the Bible. Talk about a little bit. Okay, here is another verse. Is the Proverbs chapter 31. Okay, verse 23. Talk about a little bit. Her husband is respected at the city gates, where he takes his seat among the idols of the land. This is a great thing too, right? Mother doing the great thing later than her husband is, you know, the respect at the city gate. My friends, my brother and sister, your wife is good. You has respect to other people. This is a great thing. because of not you, because of your wife. Remember this. Okay. When a couple in the mano, the million nagasawa. Okay. Talan the mara did pane metal and the ma. Okay. Current language talk about a little bit here. Pagatete mala, Paganyo clone, Katuda of Palit. Wait. Do a wasin or well a petropu, let you go a pata pa clanino, Pathinia olo, Tio go a pata pa clanino Pathinia. Couple a ma a tagi tawane Pathinia, David didn't. Okay? A when a pacro patu patala, but I'm pusicolo. But I bet I'm a batau tagani, metal and your miba. The tal huda rapaba patu patala, but baba sukumo petino pala, but I'm pusicolo. Okay. Okay, I want to read for you the another one, talk about a little bit here. Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 18, talk about a little bit here. Okay. Appoint judge and officer for each of your tribes in every town the Lord your God is giving you, and they shall judge the people fairly. They shall judge the people fairly. You know, the people judging not fair. You know, the different thing. This is, you should think about who is right, who is not right. Okay, you should think about in your lifetime. Everybody, people talk about like that, right? But you should think about by yourself. Okay, they judge is the right or they judge is not right person. He judging fairly, or just not fair. Remember, my friends, my brother and sister. Here is the current language talk about a little bit here. Pagdana mala liya mosi salo to siku sabor sikwan tebra. Do naba pa sinyoko do pa kweli le akaye ne petropu le juana kasahilona le duke le aklalo awu do aweti the pani kasinyo pagamu do tasinyo tolo. Awane wa ba pa wera pa kanyo te pa kasinyo pagamu le tasinyo to. Koplo le pagatete madile, koplo le podaga tapita makulo. Okay. Papa palora pagagnolo atolo tipa. Awene koplo pagatena podaga. Okay. Koplo pomule agi awa le mane awa tatete papa. Do patio le tagi awa pokudo. Podaga le aga tiktoki shwa klene mitala agi awa sikolo. Okay. Okay, here is the another verse I want to read for you about that. Okay. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4, talk about a little bit. I want to read for you, my friends, my brother and sister. A wife of noble character is her husband's crown, but an disgraceful wife is like decays in his bone. Remember, okay? A wise or noble character is her husband's crown. Okay, you get it. The wise good wife for you. The noble wife character is okay. You have the crown. The good, you got it. The good. Okay, you have the maybe you are the king, just like I did. This grateful wife is like decays in his bone. You know exactly. Penny leg to Rosero to Siki a serpo luinig to that. Pomula agi abane me awa kotelula, me pomula a de meshatane, mata dita utakla, le hipu atonilo. Mata dita utakla le hipu, David dinethulo. Okay. Okay, another verse I want to read for you about that. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 7 talk about a little bit here. Verse 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 7. A man ought not to cover his head, since he is the image and glory of God, but the woman is the glory of man. You know that. The man is glory of the image of God. Okay, it's the image and glory of God. And the woman is here talk about, but the woman is the glory of man. There's a difference between and the man and woman. The woman is glory of man, and the man is glory of God. Remember, my friend, my brother and sister, this is the Paul written to the Corinthian people. Pani tagrito serosita asaponwine kituwedi lo. Agini po kwami yua ke wodo alakapo tatado. Tagi club ba akuba me pomu me po kwa alakapo lo. Jera. Awane bina po kwa line takka club ba akuba. Me le pomu ni kera po kwa alakapo lo. Wene pa batinya lo petalo. Talo pomu te pani kera po kwa alakapo ni. Pa ba kretinya na posiko lo petamu pulo. Okay, last one, I want to talk to you about the last one. We reading about so many things in our lifetime. Here is the last one. It talk about a little bit. Okay, I want to read for you about the last one. Proverbs chapter 31 verse 25 talk about she is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. You know that this is the mother doing as homework. So many things she done, right? So many things she done. You know that the woman has the strength. You know, she can do so many things in the household. Okay, he became the husband crown. Remember that. Away pakra patu patala betamu pula mene pomu le pagiterma odo asuti koba ni pagiterma. Tagi tabado talakapone me akutulo do niba muni le akahera panino dera. Niba muni le akahera pa. Okay. Love as the days to come. Okay, last one I want to read for you about that here. Honors are her clothing. Honors are her clothing. This is the meaning about this. Only we just find in the First Timothy chapter 22 verse 9 to 10. First Timothy chapter 2 verse 9 to 10. We see that here is the property and the moderately and decency. Okay, this is the meaning about that's very grateful. Okay. Current language. La pero te tabacaro tapitama la patamu puni. Patinya la patau tagasicolo. Okay. Here is I want to read for you about the last one. Okay, my friends, my brother and sister. First Timothy chapter 2 verse 9 to 10 talk about a little bit here. Okay. I also want a woman to dress moderately with decency and propriety, not with bird hairs or gold, or pearls for expensive clothes, but with good deeds appropriate for women who profess to worship God. This is a good woman to worship God. Okay, my friends, my brother and sister. Pero, you should think about so many things. Okay, not as beauty. Don't look at beauty. Okay, the great thing is good deeds appropriate for women who profess. Remember this, my friends, my brother. Then go a pair of dead go tat miller a to a pain tak to the pa amaro. Dinner to love pomuta pa a kuatu ta pay a geaba. Doka yerka a thala ta tisutiklu. Dota pa ta the popolo. Le a tikut tu migi, le tu low migi, le tamla pele migi, le takutatu a puido migi. Tameba, que takutatu a puido tamla pele. Pagitera mala a tisutiklu do. Pagitera mala tapa ta the papa. A wetted pine. Mira la painted devran miller a matage, de pomula a olo le as usual you are a pa. Rima we a tunilo. Miller a matage, devra, de pomula a olo le as usual you are a pa. Rima we a tunilo. Let us look at all Pacrapatu Patala Batamu Pusicolo. Le Patala Taki, Le Patau Tagani, Krelopatu Patala Batamu Pulo. Okay? My friends, my brother and sister, remember this. The good mother, the good woman, right? The great thing. You should think about it. I want to make a pamula agree, mula agree, ata hotake, ata pitama. I like a point, okay? Feel, okay? Feel God, okay? Please one. Let them Okay, my friends, my brother and sister, thank you so much for today. The lesson is finished about that. We're reading about Proverbs chapter 31, verse 20, 23, and 25. Later down, I read for you about the related verse. You know that this is a great thing. You will get it, and then you don't get it, you can go back and read it over the channels and then find it exactly. I think we can, preach more about the Mother Day. Okay, thank you so much. We see you next time. Okay, never simply kasa you are le asugi so up no masura mo atamu ogere tininya tulo tolo boa do tu mi e do tu ki hu kwa o do bate tu do ne bata ka temi ka mi lo moya sugi tu kono ga de ne ki tablo chilo talo ki bye.